Hey everybody, my name is Silver Knight. I am coming into the world of Guild Wars 2 from the perspective of a long-time World of Warcraft player. This series chronicles my journey through the world of Tyria, which I did actually kind of have to look up because I kind of didn't know the name of the world, but you know, the more you know. And all of its bumbling, falling off cliffs, and getting killed in incredibly stupid ways glory. I hope you enjoy. Master's bag of crafting supplies, baller, just a wall of things over here. Okay, let's boop out there real quick. So the picture for the Straits of Devastation literally looks like a modern city that's just been nuked out of existence. And if that's the goal they're going for, then like, good job.
My mega lasers can easily handle the bone ship.
So what has been explained to me is that all of these waypoints are basically for lore reasons. Like, you can get these back with some of them back with a big event, but a lot of these are contested because this used to be an endgame zone, and I guess the Living World story caused all of this to be like sort of pseudo-lost or some such. I think. Something like that. So it looks like we got a bit of a walk ahead of us. No. Oh, okay. Now I remember how to get out of the city, I think. All I'm saying is the city's kind of weird. Hello, fellow Texan freezing to death. How are you doing on this night? Hopefully you have power. Mine's been flickering. Which is also one of the reasons I was just like, fuck it, I'm taking a nap. I was going to stream earlier and then things started flickering and I'm like, you know what? Let me just crawl under the covers. Not that that was necessarily going to make me safer, but I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna sleep now while the power is still on, and hopefully it's still on when I wake up. It was still on, but also, you know, at that point it's like 11 o'clock, so there's that. The thing is, I'm used to cold weather because I lived in Maryland for like 30 years. So I'm used to weather being like this. It's what I'm not used to is just, you know, the weather grids. That's not how like the power grids just uniformly not being able to handle the bullshit.
Go see what's taking the Doyak so long.
Doyak? Do I even want to know?
Advance.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's what I was doing most of the day, is I was literally just in my bed, just curled up underneath a couple of layers, and on top of this, just underneath a couple of layers of blankets, just kind of chilling and doing my thing, because, well, I guess the exact opposite of chilling, but it was basically just, enjoying my impromptu day off, because ain't nobody going on those roads, nor should they, because it was literally... It was like 12 hours of just an ice storm before the snow started proper, so me trying to clean off my car, like, it wasn't even like the fun, like, dry, powdery snow. They're like, oh boy, it snowed, it's such a nice snow. No, bitch, this was like the wet sand. I am literally here to fuck up your day's snow. You know? It took about the better part of an hour, like, in order to try and get the 4 or 5 inches of snow/ice off of my car. I took my ice scraper, which I do have, and was basically just hacking at the snow to get it to loosen up enough to actually do anything. Brings back memories. Do I really want to swim around all of this? Not really, but I also definitely don't want to swim through Zombie Town, because that just sounds like a really bad time. Yeah, that's why I mean Frozen is no joke here. Like, this area does not have the infrastructure for deep freezes. It's just not there. Like, I'm used to the cold. Like, I can handle it. Like, I mean, I straight up was like getting ready to tell my boss before he was like, yeah, don't risk your life. And I'm like, thank you for valuing my life, because I was not coming in. I'm not driving in this. Like, I know how to drive in it. I wouldn't enjoy it, but I know how to do it. I have zero faith in literally anybody else in this region being able to drive in it. They're going to be driving like 50 miles an hour on ice-covered roads because I got four-wheel drive. I got my 4 F-350. I can go through... No, you can't. No, you cannot. You were bad and you should feel bad. Stay the fuck home. You're just going to you're going to wipe out and you're going to take like 4 cars with you. No. No, thank you. Not down for it. Oh, this is hell. Yeah, let's go through the looking glass. See, I'm up by DFW-ish. Like, at least that's the largest area. I mean, like, the suburbs of DFW are, like, fucking the size of, like, the Baltimore, D.C. Like, it's, like, what, like, a couple hundred miles, like, hundreds of square miles or whatever. So it's, like, DFW area, where it's, like, you know, 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, so the wind chill is, like, -5 or some shit. Stupid. Story time.
Welcome, Commander. I'd like you to meet Valiants Tegwin and Karis. They'll be assisting us with our mission.
It's
They
these
supplied
assholes
the
again?
artifact we needed to lure out the eyes of Zaitan. An enchanted
God,
mirror
not these two
that
again.
allows one to spy on ore.
I remember these two.
Plan, but is this the right bait? Its magic has to be strong enough to catch the attention of the eyes.
It should be. The mirror is more than just a vanity item. It's a portal to and from ore.
Oh wait, that's not
Last
the
time I
twins.
used it, I was transported here. Where I rescued her.
I remember
Well,
them though.
helped
They
her
were from the
rescue
very
her.
beginning.
Now I'm worried that the eyes will know
Like
more
my
about the mirror
personal
than we
story
do.
intro.
It's Orion, right? And so are they.
I remember the
We'll have to
names.
take that
I
risk.
remember.
Stand ready, everyone. I feel Zaitan's influence closing in on us. Whatever draws near is deadly.
Okay, another cutscene. Cool. Hi, Mr. Giant Floating Eyeball. Mr. fucking Ahriman.
You cannot hide. You cannot surprise me. I see all. Zaitan's gaze cannot be avoided.
So why'd you jump in, bitch?
Here belongs to the dragon. Soon, all will belong to the dragon.
That's a cool fucking monsters thing, though.
He's activating a portal.
Attack! Stop him, or we'll have an entire risen army out here.
Oh, that's good. I play this while, like, I've been playing this on and off for probably about 6 months. I played it way back, like, when the game first released. Like, I bought a copy of it. I think I actually may have bought 2 copies of it. Because that was back when it was a hard cap of 5 character limit, and I don't think there was a way to actually increase the character. Excuse me.
Together you may be strong. But I will weaken you. Come.
Must smack harder.
Waits to absorb.
Will smack harder.
Us in. The mirror is blocking my magic. I can't stop him. I can blunt the effect, but
Okay. But yeah, I've been playing on and off for like 6 months. More on than off, a lot of dailies, just kind of running around killing shit. I really enjoyed playing the first 80 levels. Oh yeah, no, I've been playing from level 1 onwards. You know, I actually spent like a month and a half sort of just moving and getting stuff sorted, so there was like a solid month and a half, 2 months, where I was literally just logging on, doing the daily for 10 or 15 minutes, and then just sort of logging off. That got me like 25, 30 levels. I was actually almost level 80, because I went from like level 45 maybe-ish to like almost level, like, was like 70 something, just doing dailies, because I was just, and I wasn't even using the little like ticket thing. Don't look at this, I know. I wasn't even using the little level booster things. Ow, fuck off. Yes, it does hurt. Fuck it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop trying to murder me, please. I'm, you're gonna have to get enough energy, sweetheart, because we got fucking crouching tiger hidden zomboid here. I would appreciate it if you stopped trying to kill me, please. I'm having a conversation with somebody. But no, I leveled 1 to 80. I'm just kind of getting caught up on the story right now. I know that I can unlock all the things for mounts and gliders and all that shit, but I kind of want to just... You know, like, you can only be a newbie once. So I'm just trying to enjoy the game. Sorta, I hope, sorta in the way that they would want. Hey! Hey, my high leg buddies.
You crossed the line.
Hey! My Hylic buds, how you doing? Is that influenced in your story? Does it end up being one of the other, like, quote-unquote, like, lesser species or whatever the fuck this game calls them? if you go through their story sort of deal. It would be really cool if it was.
I am pleased to see you again. I am also surprised.
It is him!
No one told us we would have allies on our patrol.
No one told us there were Hylic in the Pact. Do you know these people, Commander?
Oh
Well,
yeah,
do
they're
you
awesome.
trust us? The commander saved my people from the Sunless Ones and showed us we had to join the fight against the dragons.
It's all right, Icknew. Tegwin is just being cautious. We're glad to have you. There's an Eye of Zaitan hunting us, and we'll need your support.
You'll have it.
Hey!
Lead on, Commander, and the Hylic will follow.
That's cool. I like it when there are callbacks that actually make fucking sense. I'm trying to go through the story in order. Exactly, yeah. So, like, the thing is, I played Guild Wars 1 when that came out as well, but I also never beat it. I got basically, I don't know, like 2 or 3 missions into the story, and I'm like, because I played WoW. I played WoW for years. Years and years. So it was sort of like a, you know, I will play a game, but I would lose interest and kind of go back to WoW. It's this point I've just been kind of like, WoW has been such a shit show that I kind of really haven't wanted to play it. Like, I have been. I fell off the WoW wagon pretty hard for, ouchie, a few weeks. Just because, like, it's been a rough couple of weeks, and I just needed something that I can turn my brain off that was intimately familiar to me, sort of thing. But also, like, you know, all things being equal, I kind of enjoy this more for the moment. The familiarity is nice, but also kind of works against it, because the familiarity is also, like, it's not super good right now. It's fun. Like, the base of it is fun, but it's just, like, all of the added bullshit. I'm sorry, did I just smack a wall? For funsies. Oh, sweet. Jesus. Ow. 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 Okay, pay attention to surroundings. Less talk, more kill. Got it. Oh, sweet Jesus. Ow. So, yeah, they apparently blow up when they die. They explode. That's sadness-inducing. Ow. Stop trying to fucking kill me, you pieces of shit. I realize that's literally your purpose for survival, but also fuck off. I also found out fairly recently that just letting this channel means that you can... It basically channels forever until you're at full health, which is pretty cool. I like that. Thank you for rezzing me. Appreciate that. I love the fact that NPCs will actually res each other. That's actually such a nice little detail. I don't know what other roots do, but I like them. See, yeah, like, I'm still a nublet, and I appreciate the fact that I'm a nublet, because I don't, you know, I don't... It sounds silly, but...
I don't know where Karis is, but I hope we find her before the Eye does.
What's up, Jahern? Welcome back, bro. You know, you can only be a noob once, so I'm really sort of just letting myself stop and smell the roses and just enjoy the fact that I'm learning the game as I go. It's different. It's a very different kind of experience than what World of Warcraft has been offering for years. You know, it's more, for lack of a better term, traditional. Y'all are exploding and I don't like it. I did not agree to this. I did not agree to your explodey bullshit. Ow. Ow. Quit it. Quit burning it in the countryside, please. You are not fucking Trogdor. Oh yeah, I have another weapon. I should probably use that. But I like the fact that I am a noob. I want... I mean, it's not that I necessarily, like, want to remain dumb and uninformed or whatever, but I want to remain... I want the experience of learning the game, you know, in a more sort of, like, natural way. I don't want it all like, okay, you need to do this in this format, and you need to level this in this route, and I'm like, I don't wanna. Don't wanna. Because it's, like... Okay. You just call him Blinky. That's cute. Alright. Thank you for allowing the cutscene to, you know, recharge all of my cooldowns. That's pretty baller. Thanks about that. Murder the Risen Arm, please. No? Okay, whatever. I guess it's just going to randomly smack me or some shit. Up we go. Yeah, so exactly. It's just, I enjoy being able to just sort of learn about the game in an organic manner and actually, you know, like, engage in gameplay. It's amazing, right? And that's probably one of the things about WoW that, like, part of the reason, say, a lot of the things I may not necessarily like about WoW isn't necessarily— excuse me, why are you just hanging back there doing nothing, fuckboy? Hello? Your friend is over there, like, trying to solo basically like an elder god's construct or some shit. Like, you want to come up and play or what? No? Okay. One of the things about WoW that's lost its appeal is that it's basically just completely privy, or not privy, at this point it's kind of like, what am I trying to say? Like, theory crafters sort of rule the roost, that if you want to do any sort of content, you have to do, you know, you have to go through the
Looks like you saved
spoiling
me this
process.
time, Tegwin. I'm done with that mirror, by the way. Forever.
That makes two of us. If we hadn't run into the commander's friends, we would have been in trouble.
This effort was difficult, but it proved fruitful. Thanks to you, my friends, we now have an eye to study.
Is that wise? The eye may still be connected to Zaitan. Even dead, it could still be dangerous.
This encounter proved that we don't know enough about our enemies. Studying this eye will address that.
My point
Dissection.
exactly. I'm going to hand this monster over to my best researchers. Meet me at Fort Trinity and we'll get started.
Just like carving up a frog. Oh, wait, shit, they're a highlight right there. They probably wouldn't like that joke very much, huh? Soulbound on Acquire. You know what? I'm going to take the scepter as a just in case. I think I might need something ranged at some point before too long. Unidentified die, yeah. Boop. I think I did my 80 story, my guild. Road took me to Raptor, but I'm thankful for doing it for Heart of Thorns maps. Exactly. The fact that, like, I love WoW. I love the concept of WoW, but, like, so much of it, like, it's so mechanical at this point. And it makes me so sad because it doesn't have to be so mechanical. So much of the story is told outside of the game to the point where it doesn't make any sense when you're in game. Everything is just kind of like, I have to go to these outside sources. I have to do outside research. I have to resort to third-party websites to understand literally anything about the game because it's just explained so poorly in game. Because the developers are developing the game under the assumption that you were going to those third-party websites when it's just like, if you just want to be a noob and play the game, just like, just let people, like, you know, just let people play the game. You know what I mean? Hello? Hi, Mr. Alpaca Ram thing. Well, good luck to that. Books and stuff for a while. Yeah, like there's a ton of books, and they've actually ramped up on it quite a bit in the past couple of years. And I used to be like, you know, I was really into WoW lore until Shadowlands came through and they finally, like, resolved all of the things for the past few expansions. And, yeah. I'm not a huge lore fan anymore. Let's just put it that way. Like, I get it. There's been stories for WoW breaking about, like, oh, how the last dude who's, like, a total sex pest was the one who set the major character Sylvanas on her path of whatever with no plan for, because he, like, I don't know, fucking hates women or whatever. Like, cool story, but also, like, he hasn't been there in, like, 2 years. Y'all still made the choices you made with the current story, and it's hot trash. It's actual, like, it would have been better if they just dropped the storyline completely and was just like, where did she go? I don't know. Like, it's unresolved in the trash. Yeah. We'll resolve it when we have a better way of going about it, because it's trash. The way they went about it was just not okay at all. yeah, it's like... I just like my fluffy panda. He's very cute, and he's very fluffy, and he has very nice animations, and he's adorable, and I love him, and I just wish that if I was stressed out, I had the ability to play him without paying $15 a month. I mean, I still got an active sub running, and being super stressed out, like, you know, $15 a month is cheaper than, like, antidepressants, I guess, so there is that, but also, like, it's a little... I don't know if it's necessarily scummy, but I know there's a non-insignificant portion of people who play WoW just for the comfort factor of having a place that they can just feel safe in, because it's literally cheaper than antidepressants. I don't know if you were in Season 2, but first half, not too much of a fan. See, I don't know if I actually own any of the Living Story stuff. I did buy the $100 pack thing that has all of the expansions, including the End of Dragons pre-ordered and like a couple of other things. I don't know if that has the Living World stuff. I think I would have to buy that separately. Oh, excuse me. But I'm definitely going to have to look at that stuff. What the eye beholds. Wordplay. I'm definitely going to have to look into that stuff. I keep saying I'm going to do this stuff once I get off stream, and then as soon as I get off stream, I immediately just log off and do something else. Because I is dumb. I'm on the top of a ship. He's literally whistling me over. He's like, yo, bugger, where you going? Come here. Okay, so that's not included. Okay. Okay, good to know. Reminder of what the Pact is fighting for. I believe the experiment is about ready.
These airships are the Pact's crowning achievement. A combination of Asura, Char, and human technology.
I like how the tree people don't have technology.
The Pact developed these airships so that we might fight Zaitan from every possible angle. Land, sea, and now air.
Mm-hmm. Up.
Let's chat.
Yeah, they got the big holy tree.
Commander,
the magic
may
tree.
I present Professor Gore, who pioneered the theory of elder dragons consuming magic, and Scholar Vivian, a top expert on the Risen. We're going to send a small etheric charge through the eye of Zaitan's corpse to try and project what it's seen. The goal is to witness what it saw right before we killed it. And since Orion magic is so unpredictable, you're here to keep things under control.
Birder hobo, got it.
But unpredictability yields unexpected results. That's not always a bad thing. In fact, that's how most new discoveries are made.
Uh-huh.
True, but most new discoveries don't bring the wrath of Zaitan down on their discoverers. Manipulating the dead eye may do precisely that.
We don't know what manipulating the dead eye will do. That's why we're not in Fort Trinity, and why the commander's with us. Let's begin.
The subject is nearly ready to receive the etheric infusion, Marshal.
Okie dokie. So are we just gonna, like, electroshock therapy this bitch?
Excellent. Activate the etheric infuser on my mark. 3, 2, 1, activate.
This
All
model...
readings are within acceptable parameters. Subject is stable. It's working.
Confirmed. The projector beam is now ready for firing. Commander, if you'll do the honors.
This seems like a mistake, but sure. Yeah, let's put me in the charge of pressing the big red button.
The apparatus is functioning. How will we know when we have usable results?
We should see something any moment now.
I was gonna say use your eyes, but I don't know if that's a pun or not.
Result.
What is our result? Oh, hey, how's it going? So what it saw moments before its death was us?
It's working. We're seeing the last sights the eye saw before it died.
Again, wouldn't that have been me smacking a hammer into its face?
Why?
Okay.
Is that some kind of undead servant? What's it carrying? Looks like a scout of some kind. Filthy looking creature.
A bomb?
It's done.
What's done? Mouth of Zaitan. Oh god, that's fucking Krang looking shit. Ugh.
Zaitan's agent just consumed a powerful magical artifact.
Get
I saw
in
it,
my
Professor.
belly.
Your theory is now a confirmed fact. But what was that creature?
Let's finish testing before we interpret our results.
Marshal Traherne! Look there, another eye. What does it mean?
I'm not sure.
He's got
Commander, to
two?
the front. Something's not right.
Oh shit. Yep. Well, guess this is why I'm here. Murder hobo's got a murder hobo.
By all 6 gods, what was that?
That roar and that other eye, it looked at us, through us. And Zaitan must see what it sees.
Literally
We're
what
not
we said
done
before.
yet, nor are we out of danger. Commander, to me.
So. Second half of the season. I'm playing Season 3 now. Some of the maps are pain in the ass, but good. I also played POF and got the Springer because Living Season 3 would be terrible. Yeah. Okay, buddy. What do you got for me?
Remain strong.
I can feel its presence. The dragon knows what we're doing and will send... You don't fucking say. I can't see anything can reveal them. Absolutely, I can feel the invisible invaders. Stand ready. When my magic exposes them, I'll most likely
Now to
attack.
strip away the
Sure.
veil that hides Zaitan's minions. Stand ready. There's no
Oh,
way
yeah.
to know how many we'll face, but we cannot risk taking any along with us.
Uh-huh. What's up, buddy? Alright. So the difficulty's starting to ramp up. That's good. I like that. I actually like the fact that it's actually proving more challenging, because it means that, you know, what have you learned throughout the game? You know, now exercise the things that you have learned, sort of thing.
There are more of those
Thank
things.
the alchemy.
But I like the fact that there's actually some challenge to it. I appreciate that. One of the things, like, overworld content in WoW is just fucking pathetically easy unless you are insanely undergeared, at which point it just, everything becomes a damage sponge and it's just not fun. There's not really any, for the lack of a better term, skill really involved, you know?
Through yet. Stand fast.
What's up, buddy? So where are these bitches going anyway? Should I be stopping them from running or something? Because they're definitely kind of chilling out and doing their thing. Ow.
That's refreshing.
I see you down there shaking that ass in that corner.
Glory rising.
Don't think I have forgotten about you. Oh, it's because Traherne was doing some weird shit. Got it.
I sense no more of the Risen. I think we're clear. Our findings deserve serious scrutiny, but I'd like to hear your initial reactions.
Just what the fuck?
I think we now have conclusive proof that the dragon sees through these eyes. The readings, the ebb and flow of magical energy, it all fits.
If these eyes are how Zaitan sees, maybe that all-mouth creature is how Zaitan eats.
Look
I
how he
concur.
eats.
Zaitan's agents serve as extensions of its body, acting on its will. The eyes survey, the mouth consumes.
Ugh.
That answers many questions raised by my theory, actually. Now we know how the dragon hunts and eats. That's progress.
How do we kill it?
We can't let up. If killing the eye partially blinded Zaitan, then killing the mouth should deprive it of sustenance. Pack scouts have traced one of the mouths to its lair. I want you to head out there and ensure that Zaitan starts going hungry.
Put that bitch on a diet. Okay. Where? Oh, there am I going? There am I going? Okay, sure. That's how words work. I can't really read the objectives in the corner. Oh, right here. Yeah, it's like... I can read it, but it's also like, I'm right here. If you saw it on my 4K display, you'd be like, what? Excuse me. This is your first MMO? Well, good. You've definitely played worse MMOs. I started on Final Fantasy XI back in like 2003. It was actually a really fun MMO. Like, it's definitely old school. Definitely way more unforgiving. But in some ways, it actually more similar to this, where it's less about like linear questing and more just about like exploring the world and just, you know, going through the story. Because there was a story in Final Fantasy XI. It was actually, from my understanding, like a really, really good story. But they have definitely modernized it some to where you can solo most of it. But you know, Final Fantasy XI was an interesting experience. Oh, excuse me. I'm actually starting to get sleepy. Like I said, I don't think this one is going to be lasting too much longer because I am a sleepy girl. Even though I literally woke up from a nap, I'm just sort of like, it's now midnight. My body says I go to sleep now. In the eye, now it's the mouth's turn. We've identified an Orion manor that's receiving shipments of powerful magical items on a regular basis. It's called Kita Mance. Is that the only target? Yes, but there are two ways to attack it. I can strike it at the mouth in its lair, and we can prevent its food from being delivered. Then we attack the mouth directly, because I need nightmares. Yeah. Commando's helm. Outrider's helm. What do they look like? Is what I want to know. Question is, which one looks the coolest? Okay, cool little ram horns. That's cute. Yeah, we're doing that one for sure. That's fucking cool looking.
Look at this. So pretty.
It is pretty. Oh yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty as fuck. Identified, Mr. Dye. There you go. That's a good muffin. I say click. There we go. Played Diablo 3 and love the looting and stuff. Yeah, see, like, I've played a bit of Diablo 2. I played a bit of Diablo 3, because I got it for, WoW. Because they did this promotion where if you subbed to WoW for 12 months, you got a free copy of Diablo 3 and a limited edition mount. Which is a cool looking mount, by the way. I actually quite liked it. But they also did it during the last patch, so they were doing it to try and lock people in. Which is fair, because I totally fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I never really played it much, though. I played it for maybe like an hour or two and was like, ah, it's cool, back to WoW, because, you know, psychological addiction and shit. Where is Kita Mance?
Have you fought these things before? How do you
Oh,
kill
that's
the
like,
undead?
that's in,
Decapitation, spellcraft. Whatever kills the living, kills the walking dead.
Oh,
I mean,
that
that's...
sounds easy. I just hope we survive the trip there.
Well, you know what? That's looking on the positive side. Whatever kills the living can kill the undead. I mean, that's thinking on the positives. Oh, this is like the endgame zone. I didn't go through here because I was trying to do Straits of Devastation, and this place is scary, so I never tried going to Scary Town version 2. Oh. First shore. Wonderful. Okay, I actually think that it's short, but a lot of people talk smack about Diablo 3 over Diablo 2, but I liked the mindlessness of Diablo. Just level and make it harder for yourself. Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunately the mindset that they put for Diablo 3, where this is sort of mindlessness where you level, but it gets old. The people who developed Diablo 3 they hopped over and began developing a lot of the modern WoW expansions, so that similar feel of, like, it's fun in a mindless kind of way, but it can get really, really old. And can get really repetitive. And it becomes very sort of, like, mindlessly number crunchy, and there's just kind of, like... It gets old, basically. But But yeah, I think I'm actually... Oh, excuse me. Oh, I think I'm gonna unfortunately call it. It is, like I said, I haven't been on for very long. Usually I try to steam hams. Sure, I try to stream for a couple of hours, but it's midnight and I do have to get up kind of early in order to get to work tomorrow and anywhere relatively close to time. But thank you for stopping by. You want to drop a follow? Like, I try to stream at least once a week. It's been a little bit more difficult lately just because progression sucks, basically. But I try to stream once a week. And for anybody watching this, I do actually have a YouTube channel as well that this is going to be going up on. That one is youtube.com/SilverKnight16. So, yeah, appreciate y'all stopping by. I have not quit the game. It's still a lot of fun. I haven't quit streaming. It's a lot of fun. I'm just fucking tired, basically. And I will see y'all next time. Peace out. Where the fuck is my... Everything's in 4K, so it's so fucking...